comedian is a senior accountant and CPA at Swerdlin Company. They were a client of his for 17 years before they eventually hired him. Because like many accountants, he makes a great first impression. It just takes a while for people to figure out he's done so. He said that Swerdlin Company is a firm made up of actuaries, so as an accountant, he's the funniest person there by default. He's also one of the funniest people here tonight, so let's give a warm welcome to Rich Strom.
Hey guys, I'm Rich Strom, and I'm a Jewish accountant. Now, you don't have to be Jewish to be an accountant, but I think it helps. Now, what an honor to be considered, at the very least, the 7th funniest accountant in the South. Now, I recently found out that it's not only the southern states, but includes South America, South Africa, and South Jersey. Wow. Well, I take this stuff pretty seriously, so I tracked down the world's funniest orthopedic surgeon and asked him his advice, and he said, just go out and break a leg. So I found the world's funniest funeral director, and he said, just knock 'em dead. Well, then when I sought out the world's funniest actuary, actually, I'm having a lot of trouble finding him. If any of you know any funny actuaries, please let me know after the show. Well, the sponsors take this pretty seriously, too. They even make you go through 3 rigorous comedy boot camps led by Dan Erling and Tommy Houseworth. What good guys, until they get you into boot camp. So I do my practice routine in front of Tommy, and he goes, you think that's funny? I said, yes, sir. Well, it's not. Down on the stool and give me 3 funny accounting jokes. How many accountants does it take to change a light bulb? I'll let you know after the audit. What happens to the corporate guy who can't pass Accounting 101? He becomes the chief executive officer. And finally, what happens when the business owner takes the accountant out for drinks? Nobody knows, because they never take the accountant out for drinks. Well, amazingly enough, I got the gig, so I had some demands. I asked for a calculator in the dressing room. Well, I wanted that to make sure they gave me the 2,000 blue M&Ms that I had asked for previously. The only other request I had was to have my wife back there with me in the green room. So instead, they put me with 6 accountants telling jokes. If I hear one more variation of how many light bulbs does it take to change an accountant, I'm gonna impale myself. Well, I lost my place. Bear with me a second. I'll be there in a second. It's easy. So everyone has an accounting joke for you, and I don't like it. You know, if you were up for an Emmy, I wouldn't come up to you and give you suggestions for your acceptance speech. And if you were a surgeon, I wouldn't tell you which kidney to remove. And if you were a law enforcement officer, I would not tell you anything. So you must be wondering how I became one of the world's funniest Jewish accountants on a Thursday night in Atlanta. It's pretty easy. My parents were Jewish. And all Jewish parents want their kids to become doctors. So I go off to college, take a couple of science courses. I don't do that well. So I go back to my family to tell them I'm going to become an accountant. And my 80-year-old Jewish grandmother goes, Bubala, so you want to become an accountant instead of a doctor? Oy vey, why don't you just become a comedian? So here I am. Hey, accounting school is not easy. The accountants never get the girls. You know, if you're pre-med, you can be ugly and get the girls. So I knew if a woman went out with me, she wasn't doing it for the money. Except for the ones I paid. Well, luckily, I met my beautiful wife, Sue. We've been married 50 years now. Yeah, she was married 20 to her ex-husband, 25 to my ex, and 5 wonderful years together. Now, Sue is not Jewish. She proudly calls herself a Shitzka. I think that's a Yiddish word spoken by people that don't now know how to speak Yiddish. So I love this girl so much, I go to church with her most Sundays. I don't go every Sunday. I always skip the ones where they sacrifice the Jew. So she wears a backpack to church every week, and I finally ask her, what's in the backpack? So she pulls out a dustbuster. And I go, what the heck is that for? She goes, just in case you get hit by lightning, it'll be easier to clean you up. Hey, accounting isn't my only passion. I also love to go to the gym. In fact, I've been going to the same gym for 30 years until the lawsuit. I ended up suing him. I look like this after 30 years. I want my dues back. Well, some of my gym guys are here. Thank you for coming, guys. These are the guys I sweat with, tell inappropriate locker room jokes with, and shower with. But we don't look. So I see them outside. I meet their wives for the first time, and I say to them, hey, John, I didn't recognize you with your clothes on. I probably shouldn't have said that. Hey, I want to take this opportunity to thank my friends, my family, my coworkers at Swerdlin Company. For them to be out at 8 o'clock, past 8 o'clock on a weeknight, it's amazing. And they paid to see me. They've heard these jokes over and over and over again. For now on, I'm charging you for these jokes. Finally, I have one more thing. I'm so sorry, but I really mean this from my heart, guys. If I win this thing, I'm not taking you to Vegas. That was just a ploy to get you to fill all those seats. Thank you very much. So finally, I want to thank junior delinquents. You know, in my 3 years in the 5th grade, my 3 years in the 5th grade, skipping school, going to Jewish accounting comedy bars, I think qualifies me as a card-holding member of junior delinquents. What's that? I'm so sorry. It's junior achievement. That's a great cause, too. That's all I got, guys. Thank you very much for letting me do this.